the YouTube fired up here. I found you from the TikTok or Insta and saved your show. Good, good, awesome, Jeffrey. Hopefully you got the $15 free credit if you're new to Whatnot. Also, 10% of all proceeds will go to St. Jude, this show. So basically, if you're buying a bait for $10 and you bid it up to 11, that dollar is basically just going to go to St. Jude. So we're raising money for the Dick Hiley St. Jude Classic. That's just a little something extra we're doing as we get closer to that event in early May. But otherwise, getting the followers givey, put requests in, and yeah, we should have a time. We're going to run for till about 7 o'clock. Then we're going to raid Baxter the Bait Man. Far from new. That's all right. So you're a veteran. Running any EWG hooks? I might have some like a bulk pack of red EWG Gami hooks. I don't have koikis, but I've got similar Urchin style baits. You can see them in the shop. The 10mm 2-packs. Let me get caught up on chat here. Mustads? I don't think I have any mustads handy. I think the only hooks I got are sub JDC. I just saw them. They're kind of buried under all these shatters. That's what I got for EWG hooks. 25-pack. Not sure if they're all there, but 2-aught light wire. Those. If you want to run those, I can run those. I'll run those cheap. Otherwise, we got a lot of loose baits. So you got requests for things, let me know. Bundle? Oh, I had a bunch of soft plastics bundles. We could probably do some hardbait bundles. Like bundles of Strike King 1.5s or 5XDs or lipless cranks or that kind of stuff. The hooks? I mean, what do you want them bundled with? Pack of worms? I don't have more hooks. I don't think there's any more hooks than. Yeah, I mean, I actually got some little drop shot hooks, but we got some random spinner baits down in there. I mean, I could run a bundle with a package of soft plastics, maybe. Oh, there's any. About these hooks, I don't got a ton of soft plastics this time. We went through a bunch of bundles in previous shows. I might have some for future shows, but I'm not really stocked up on. This will be good. These will pair up good. All right. This pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 looks like 9. So or 8. They're all there. 8 missile 48s with this bulk pack of 2-aught hooks. We'll do a $2 start on that just to get things moving here. So you get the hooks and the worms for $2. You're definitely not doing 30 seconds. That's crazy. We get things going here. A little bundle Rooski here. What's up, Warren? My guy. We're gonna do. We'll do giveaways every 30 minutes. We'll do a buyer's giveaway every 30 minutes. Bam, Stods. Let's see who gets the followers giveaway. Ryan P. hooked up, saving some money on shipping already, so that's good. Heck of a deal. We're getting deals already, but so yeah, we'll run about 2 hours. We'll do a buyer's giveaway every 30 minutes. Yeah, right on, Ryan. You're set up for some discounted shipping now. And if you end up buying something, whether it's a followers giveaway or a buyer's giveaway, I'll just kind of try to max based on match what you're buying. Best to swim you can buy off the shelf. Yeah, the Monsoor swim jig. I forget what What's a good swim jig off the shelf? That's a good question. I don't know. Trying to think. I throw my Arsenal swim jig's really good off the shelf on Tackle Warehouse. Look at the Arsenal Sniper swim jig, or you can go to arsenalfishing.com. You can use HellaBass 50. I got a bunch of chatters. I don't know if the Elcasts have changed. What kind do you want? Mini chatters or full size chatters, Bam Stods? Full size? We got a bunch of hags, and I might have some loose ones too. But the hag ones I can run some deals on. We'll run some choices on these hags here. All right. We'll do top or bottom. 3/8 ounce. Oh, my eyes are getting bad. Don't ever get old, people. 3/8 ounce green pumpkin. But their green pumpkin is like other people's green pumpkin shad. And then a spring bread or lava craw, fire craw on the bottom. 1/2 ounce. So 3/8 ounce, 1/2 ounce. Pick colors. Run those for $5, which is like almost half price. Let's see here. What else is going on in the chat? Bam Stods, which one you want? Top. Somebody says Wes Logan's swim jig is nasty. I haven't tried that. Is that an arc bait? Or dirty jigs, probably, right? Dirty jigs for Wes Logan. More chatter pieces? This one's a 1/2. Let me find a 3/8 ounce. Does it not have anything? How about all right. Let's do another pair here. We'll do a 1/2 ounce red, and my fingers covered up. Other way. What the? 1/2 ounce in there. What they call thread fin, but I would say that's like almost like a morning dawn, like that pinkish color. Both 1/2 ounce here. Or like that with that Colt Chat, or what is that light pink? It's like a JDM jackhammer color. That's kind of that color. It was a good state tournament for sure, Brian. All right, Bam Stods, top or bottom? Top. All right. Good. Bam Stods buys everything and only got 1 box to ship. Be perfect. We'll run a couple more of these. Try that again here. All right. 1/2 and 1/2 again. My fingers keep covering up the 1/2 ounce. $5 Hags Hurricane Blade Chatterbaits. Northwoods Kayaking, Terry Mitt. I feel like he used to be a Dirty Jigs guy. When he won, I feel like that Coosa River tournament, I feel like he was with Dirty Jigs. H. Gill, first time purchaser. Top or bottom? Up, down, up, down. Oh, didn't see it. H. Gill, which one you want? Top or bottom? Red or pink? You're going to get top. We got a Nico rig rolling around here. We got a bunch of Megabass in the. All right, I choose for you. if your volume's not on. Boom, boom, boom. I haven't seen many other requests. You can obviously pre-bid. There's a bunch of stuff in the shop for pre-bids. Some Megabass stuff. I got some open box Megabass. We've got how about some Chatterbait trailers for those Chatterbaits? Where did I put that thing? Got a whole kit of Chatterbait trailers. Where did it go? Here. Make sure you follow Steve Nicklay. He runs shows, but we do got these guys. We also got some frozen shad 110s, a recent rare respect color that dropped, but I think they're already sold out. Let's do this. We've sold a couple chatter pieces, and this will get good for some people. So I got a 20-piece kit here of 5 different colors, but these are basically similar Elastec material to the, what are those called? Like the bellow shads. So you get 20 of those in this kit right here. So you get a couple black blues, kind of a Bama craw, a pumpkin, and kind of a red shad. We'll start that for $1. This whole kit plus the box for $1. Run it! Nader season. You got some naders down there in Texas, Clay? Baxter, what's going on, buddy? You can click on Baxter's name there, right there. Zach, nice pickup. He's going to be running the show at 7. Raid, JDM Bait Heaven. Thanks for the raid. Let's do another followers giveaway for those 6 new people coming in. Get your requests in. We got some JDM stuff if you're coming from JDM Heaven. If you got some Megabass stuff, some open stuff, some in the box requests. Otherwise, see what's in the show and give JDM Bait Heaven a follow. If you're watching, you can just click on his name right there, hit profile, hit follow. Do that for Baitman. Lucky Craft Traps. I'm pretty sure, maybe, yeah, I think. Let me take a week. Let me take a peek. Not in box, but I that's right. I need to text. They come across this little guy here. Speaking is not what you asked for. There's a KJ Flat 1.5 silent Lucky Craft. You asked about traps. I do have some here, but I was thinking about getting some of these signed by Gary Dobbins and auctioning them off. But we could probably run one of them. This color would be pretty hard to sign. So let's. How about this guy right here? The D10, LVR D10. I have one in the package here. It's pretty cool. With the Gary Dobbins face on it and the Gary Dobbins signature there. Got one on a pack here. Let's run that guy. Run that right there. $5 on that. Lucky Craft, pretty much like new lipless crankbait there. Oh, Brian, I thought you were going to get that one, buddy. Clang, first time purchase. Gill glides. I've got the Bait Sanity gills. Explorer gill. That's the only ones I got. They're in the shop. They are these guys right here. Okay, got a couple different colors here. Everybody, these are so this one, the bunker is sinking. These other two are floating, but I will run a choice. Oh my gosh, on these top, middle, bottom, if anybody wants. These are a handful. Un momento. So these are like $70 swimbaits. I'll start them at 30. Choice, top, middle, bottom. If anybody wants. The bottom one is a sinking. The top two are floaters. I don't remember who exactly asked about the my extra native gill. I do have two of them. Clangs, you got a show? Yeah, you guys can give him a follow. Which one did you want? Top? There you go. Good pick. Do have one more of those if anybody else wants that particular glide. I don't know if the other guy that wanted one, Jim, is that your name? Vision 110. I have some plus ones. Look in the shop, James Romig. You can pre-bid on them. Or call out which one you want me to run. So G59 Demon, did you want me to run those again? Run again? Sure. Yep. Yep. All right. Same thing. I'm replacing the same one on the top here. So you've got bunker sinking, bread floating, and what they call trout. Jay Pelletier, congrats on the followers giveaway. We'll run these again here. So choice on these. Oh boy, it's trickier than it looks. Choice. So you got some discount shipping, Mr. Pelletier. Or Miss, it looks like a Mister. Looks like you got a nice pike or a muskie in your Is that a pike or a muskie in your photo? Which one you want? Muskie? The middle? All right. Let me know if you want me to run any more of those. What's up, Martin? Martin runs some good shows. You can follow him. Yed? What's Yed? Run again? Yes, run more. All right. We're down to 2. Bunker sinking, trout floating. Yeah, that'll correct. It's a bummer. The frozen 110. All right. I'll take a look in a second. We'll get that dialed up. If anybody else is looking for 110s, there's some good colors in the pre-bid. I've got some open stock like juniors and junior plus ones or 110. Yeah. Bottom. Right on. Does anybody want me to run that last bait sanity? Let me know. All right. We'll run it. One more. This is the last. This is the trout floating. My last bait sanity explorer gill. Like a $60, $70 bait. And if nobody wants it, that's fine. We'll save it for a future show. Not a big deal. Reminder, stick around. We're about 10 minutes away from our first buyer's giveaway. Derek, nice pickup. Need a new sticker sheet. Ooh. Big glides. And you guys are set up great for shipping if you bought those glides. These other baits won't cost you much at all for shipping. I have one other glide, not a bluegill. It's kind of a shad one. Where did I put that then? I don't know where that thing's sitting. Where did I there? So this is the only this is the other new and packaged glide I got. I don't know if I have any loose glides, but I found this guy pretty cheap. If anybody's interested in that. Oh, if I missed any other requests, and if you request some and I don't respond to it, just keep spam. Don't spam, but don't worry about repeating yourself. Let me check the pre-bids here. So limited frozen shad 110 plus 1. So here it is right here. This is this color just came out last month. I'm pretty sure they're pretty much sold out everywhere. But it's a pretty slick, sweet color. This is the 110 plus 1 frozen shad. There's a lot of height coming around this one. So we can run this, but don't be afraid to jump up. There ain't a lot of these. And they ain't going to go for this price very often. If James get it for 24, he's going to get a deal. It's a good fair price. Nice pickup there. Nice grab. I do have a regular one, and then I've got a plus one and a regular in a set in the shop as well, if anybody is interested. Do we want to try some of the pairs? Anybody up for Koike style baits? Get two different colors here. All right. So what you got here, these are 2-pack of 10mm baits. And I got one open here so I can show you. They are basically like the smallest size Koike. They're very much the elastomer material, high float. These float there, so they're like the, I guess, kind of the little bit smaller than the smallest Koike or Koike. So you're getting a 2-pack choice, top or bottom here. The top one is called Hill Country Hologram, and bottom one is called Blue Bonnet Burst. You can rig these smaller size definitely could be a drop shot, or you can rig it with a really tiny Nico rig. I actually got a video coming out on my channel tomorrow. But because they come on this post, right, there's like a hole through them. So if you get some really little tungsten drop shot, or not drop shot, Neko weights, which I have one here, little education, that's not it, right? So like Arsenal Fishing makes like some 64 30-second like Neko rigs, right? And if you find, you can get, I'm gonna need my cheaters here because these are pretty small, but you get that little hole on there, and you could probably almost use one smaller than this, but you get it lined up. If I can find it. Where is that little guy? I need to get this light over here a second. Yeah, I'm gonna run these. I just want to show my lighting is not quite to find the little. All right. Gosh, I just had it. Let's take my word for it. It's much easier to do on the uni. All right, so there you can see I've got that little Neko through that thing, and then basically you can just take a you can throw that and then just put like a Nico hook through the center of it. And because it's Elastec and you can go around that little pin, you're going to have like, it's pretty durable to stay on the hook. Or a drop shot, you could run it right through that like pre-hole. So those are probably, for this size, is the two most popular ways would be to run it as a light Neko rig and like twitch it through the water column, or on a drop shot. I only have the 10 millimeter today. If you want to bookmark my next show, I am going to have some of the bigger ones. But all right, so top, I've switched these now. Okay, Blue Burst Bonnet, Hill Country Hologram. Now that we're done blabbing our mouths, we'll run them. And the Koiki ones go for like $20 a piece. Like the Yamo Unis, like $15. But if you want to click on my little face, go to shows, follow the next shows. I'll have some of the bigger ones in the next show. Top and bottom. Tell you what, Noah, for that price, I'm going to give you both of them. How's that? Let me just get something to stick these together. I know they're in high demand, but that just seems like a lot. We want to run those again? Got 4 left. Let's see, I got these ones and these ones. All right. That's what they're going for? All right. All right. So we got hologram. I guess these are the same 2 I just ran as last time. So the same 2 pair. Hologram, Hillgram, Country Hologram, and the Blue Bonnet. Let's run these again. Choice, top or bottom. And I will have some bigger ones in the future shows. The future ones, they come 1 per pack though. These are the ones that come 2 per pack. All right, Chad Blab, top or bottom? Geek Crack? Top. There you go. I should have put a sticker on that first one. Let's run some other stuff. We'll come back to those in a little bit. Just in case other people don't want nothing but got any OSP crank bands? I don't think I have any Geek Crack currently. I do see there is a pre-bid on this 110 regular frozen shad. So this is the Megabass 110 exclusive color. Came out about a month ago. Pretty much sure they're sold out everywhere. New in the pack. It is a sick color. It's why it sold out pretty. Any 6 cents plastics. I don't have any 6 cents plastics. River Killer. I can see that. Ooh, if it goes for 24, that's going to be a steal. Jigs. Man, I'd have to make some bundles maybe, but I can look here. Northwoods Kayaking. Nice grab. I know I have at least 1 6 cents trap, maybe a couple loose baits, but I don't know that I have any plastics. Jigs. Check this. A lot of bladed jigs. Let me see if there's could be a couple. We do have a dirty jig swim jig. I got a Hack Attack, big bro. Got a jungle jig. These are the ones that are new in package, anyways. I do have a bunch of these Evo Mini Maxes that are exclusive to Tackle Warehouse that I can run. There's the 1 6 cents bait I've got new in the package. Let's see here. What if we do a bundle, 1 ounce, 1.25 ounce, black and blue Hack Attack jig, a dirty jigs, looks like 1/4 ounce swim jig and a 1/4 ounce jungle jig, all for one money. We'll run those all for $2. How's that sound? Plus, you got some shipping stuff. So run that all 3 jigs for $2. Got heavy swim jig, light. Bundle them all together as one jig bundle. Somehow somebody need to cut through this little tape here. Ryan P, there you go. Glad you got in on the jigs that you requested. Somebody asked about the visor. I've sold a few that I've custom made. I don't know if I've got any hats right now that I could make into a hyzer. But we've definitely done it on the lives in the past. No, don't forget that all 10% of all the proceeds go to St. Jude's today as part of the fundraiser. And any tips, I should say that. Any tips you guys send in. The nice thing is Whatnot doesn't actually take anything for tips, so I can donate that money 100% straight through to St. Jude, which is cool. Maybe we should run. Anybody? What kind of hard baits do people want? Well, sorry that your dad passed, but I've been keeping this look alive for a long time. If you go check out my Jackal re-range. I usually keep my Jackal re-ranges to myself, but I might have some other Jackal jerkbaits, maybe. I thought I had some like squirrels or what's the other one? Yeah, I don't have re-ranges, but I do have. I think these are the 79 deep squirrels. The only Jackal I have Aska is right here, and that one's already sold to Baxter the Bait Man. So I'm bringing that down to the classic for him. But if we got right, are these which? God, my eyes are so terrible. So if you want DD Scroll 79s, I could run these. Let me know. And then got some smaller pointers. I do have Jackal mussels, these deeper cranks. Pointer. Got some Rudras. I think that's just another pointer. Vision 110s out of the box. Yeah, I got juniors, and so I don't know. Did anybody say they wanted these squirrels? If not, I don't have rearranges handy. I think I got my own personal stash, but not ones I was willing to part with. 110s out of the box. I'm a big re-range guy myself. I throw those a lot, so they typically end up in my grass piece. I can run. I have one grass piece. It's in the shop. If you want to pre-bid on it at all, otherwise I can also just run it. You want? So I have trick darters. So these are all juniors. They're either regular depth juniors, junior plus ones, or trick darters. Any specific you want me to run, Cody? Or I can throw up some colors, but plus one. These are actually the plus ones I feel like I got the dirty colors on. What's up, Jake, over on TikTok? Do a choice here. I really thought about keeping these. I do have a somewhat rare Pop Max in the shop as well here. Yep. Your choice of Northern Secret or Cherry Spawn. We'll just come out with some heat top or bottom, your choice of Cherry Spawn or Northern Secret. Are those good colors? $12, half price. Black Market, what you doing here, bro? Yep. Junk baits. Warren, which one you want, buddy? Bottom, Northern Secret. Good choice. Good keychains. And these are in great fishing condition still. After you grind them off the rocks and catch a bunch of bass on it, they might be keychains. All right, I happen to have one more Northern Secret. They look pretty new. This one does have a little bit of fluoro on it. So we'll again do your choice of Spawn Cherry or Northern Secret on these open 110 +1 juniors. These are my last two +1s though. So Hayabusa shooting cover jigs. I do not, but thank you for asking. Coda. Top or bottom, Cherry or Northern Secret? Top. You guys want me to run that Northern Secret? Or should we run that against another one? Let's see what else we got here. All right. LG Bone 110 Junior or Northern Secret +1 choice. So half price starts LG Bone 110 Junior or 110 Junior +1 in Northern Secret. Clay, you like those colors? Oh man, the YouTube has been going off. Best under. Warren, which one you want? Bottom? Did you get the first one, Warren? I can probably just put that in the same bag. Save the world. One less plastic bag out there. Save the world, Warren. We will. Look at Mash and Pair twinsies. Straight fish snatchers. They're talking about Pokemon in the YouTube chat. Greetings from Indonesia. What's up? If you're on YouTube and you're figuring out there's a pinned chat to get 50. So let's do... okay. This is where my color knowledge runs out here. I do not know what this is. But this kind of limey chartreuse thing, 110 Junior versus LG Bone on the bottom, choice on 110 Juniors regular depth. Color that I don't know. If there's an experts in there, or the LG Bone on the bottom. Coda, which one you want, buddy? I feel like I can grab your little bag and add another one on top. This was the top, right? Blueback chartreuse candy. Yes. Okay. Cool. I got one more of those. Seems like people are grooving on these. Let's run that same pair again. This is so I only have one of each of these. Let's run these again. People seem to be enjoying the opportunity to get some discounts on some good 110 juniors. So blueback chartreuse candy or algae bone? David, which one you want? Bottom. Which was the algae bone. You guys want me to keep running these or move on to something else? Let him know. Thank you, Wade Edwards. Chartreuse blue candy. More 110s. Does anybody want me to run these as a set? This trick darter and this 110 junior. Let's have some fun together. This is a bundle, not choice this time. So hopefully you're listening. I'm gonna run both of these chartreuse blue candy, 110 junior, and the trick darter. I think 80 together, bundled, one money. Bundle Ruski, bundle. So it's, instead of half price start, we're doing quarter price starts now. Let's get this written on the bag here. Coda! I'll get you a new bag. That bag is starting to get crowded. Nice pickup. Probably sitting in a good spot for shipping now. Look at that. Just look at all that sauce in there. Is there another one I can make into a bundle here? Let's see that color. Was that the same? I think it's two different colors. Is that the same color? Some of these colors are really close. Can't tell if that is supposed to be this. I feel like they're close, but I'm not sure they're the same color. Let's do it anyways. Let's run these as a bundle again. They're not maybe exactly, but they're really close. I'm going to run these again as a bundle, just kind of for fun, as a set. Ito Agassi. I'll take your word for it. No Terminator jigs or spinnerbaits, but I do have some Terminator buzzbaits. Silver QX8C. That one was not quite as well received. Good deal, though. Austin. Nice pickup. $8 a piece for Megabass jerkbaits. You got yourself a deal. Deal. You got to give away some deals there. Well, wait, we're way past buyer giveaway number 1. Why didn't anybody remind me that we were supposed to do a 30-minute buyer giveaway? Did it only do 1? Okay, I need to add 2 more of these. Just a second. Ah! Frick. All right. I screwed up and didn't set it up. I still want to set these up. Yeah. All right. Maybe it did. No. Why didn't it set up 2? Are there? All right, let's see here. Either way, we're gonna If you've already bought something, give it. Okay, it still is up. All right, we might be okay. I thought it usually listed them out separately. Let me check for pre-bids here. We do got a pre-bid on the old grass piece. Hopefully he's still around. Where did I thought it was sitting right. Is it in this box? This is my final grass piece. Is it here? 3/4 ounce Saki Bomber. Bass Puzzle grass piece. Starting well below retail. Any trout swim baits? This is about the closest I got to a trout swim bait. It is trout shaped, but not trout colored. Silver. Wheelhouse. Taking it down. Good deal. You see we have some pre-bids on the mini maxes. Should we run some choices on the mini maxes? There's a bunch of Spro crankbaits. I do got a pretty cool Takahiro Omori buzzbait. Lucky, like a T.O. Lures buzzbait. I'm just going to grab 2 here. So you're either going to get choice here. These are the exclusive Tacker Warehouse EV Minimax. They sold out. I didn't look to see if they still have these in stock, but half ounce the deal or 3/8 ounce fire craw or lava craw choice. Starting below retail. I know they ran out last year. I haven't checked this year. Run those joint baits next. The joint baits. Big Fish 42. Which one you want? I do have some. I think the only DT flats I have are 3s. Top Big Fish. There you go. Run the deal. Oh, sure. Just a second. I'm gonna this thing? Derek, is that what you're talking about? The Bass Dash? Yeah. Okay. I'll set it here. We're on a couple more chatterbaits and we'll all right, this time I'll run half ounce lava craw or the deal half ounce. Choice. Top or bottom? I'm only 10 minutes away from another buyer's giveaway. Zacharick, which one you want? Evo Minimax. Bottom. The deal. More Minimaxes? Three-eighths ounce deal, half ounce lava craw. Top or bottom? Which one you want? Big Fish, top. Cool. All right. Somebody asked me to run the Swimbait. All right, I'm gonna run this for $2. It's a 7-inch They call it a threadfin shad. I think it looks like a sexy shad. It weighs about 2.5 ounces. Oh, we got the this is the buyer's giveaway. Ryan wins a followers and a buyers. My guy. Congratulations. All right, $2 on this 7-inch, 2.5 ounce glide. I'm out of like Lakeville, Farmington, just south of Minneapolis, Minnesota. How about you, Big Sarge? The chances of the classic one on the Urchin, I think less than 50%. Dave Jr., nice grab. Norman, Oklahoma, not far from Grand, I believe, right? 10 killer. All right, any other requests? Should we run some open stock baits? Megabass topwaters. Somebody asked about DT flats. Just show those off. I don't know. Actually, I was going to pre-list these. They do have a little bit in these. I've got a couple of DT flats. If anybody, I would run these for $20, but I did not get them pre-listed. I forgot that I had them. If anybody's into DT7 flats that are discontinued. Got some Arashis in here. Some topwaters. Any threes? I don't have any threes right now. How about a top? Anybody want a big walking topwater? This is the 13. Forget what it's called. Discontinued 13 bait. I forget what they call there. It's similar to the what's the new it's like the Jowler, but the 13 fishing version. Run the purple 7. This okay. I'll come back to that. Let's run this quick while I got it in my hand. $5 for this 13 fishing Jowler style pencil walking bait. Let's pick up Warren. I need to create something for that flat. Well, you said you want the purple chartreuse one? I do have a blue-white in the box, but this one comes with the red chartreuse sure sets on it. Can run it for 20. I actually have a fair amount into these as part of another bait lot, but if not, we'll find welcome, Tyler. DT20s? I think I do. Maybe I don't have 20s. Maybe I've got 16s. Excuse me. Ugh. Let me take a peek. I definitely got 16s. Yeah, where's Bobby Balsa when you need him? I did take one of these baits, and I sent it to TK, and I have it painted up in a custom color that will be part of the St. Jude auctions that are coming up. It is a reminder that 10% of all proceeds today will go to St. Jude's, plus any tips. Do some Megabass topwaters. Let's see. You asked about deep rapalas. The 20s have the metal in the lip, right? These are 16s, I think. The lip's a little foggy, but they look like 16s. Right? I think the 20s all have the metal discs, right? Yeah, I think I got 10s and 16s. Look at that guy. You don't see that DT16 every day. BX Brat. I don't think I have any 20s. I think I only have 16s. There's one more box of Rapless somewhere, which is this box. So no, I do not have any 20s. Sorry, Cody. They still make the 20s? You just want to get a deal because they're gotten outrageously expensive. Looking back through the chat here, make sure we're not missing anything. Let's see the Arashis. Can show off. Hey, it's way funner on this side over here. So I've got this Arashi. Is it the medium? Is this like the 10-footer Arashi? I got the Arashi lipless. The Vibe. You fish them a lot. Show them. And I've got the 3s, 2 of these craws, and one of kind of that shad color. That's what I got for Arashis. I got this guy. Any Storm Hottentot fans? They need a museum exhibit? What, the Arashis? Let's just run this guy. 2.5 rattling baby bass custom painted. So this is just a 2.5 KL with a pretty sweet baby bass paint job on it that I probably paid way more than this on eBay years ago. Anybody wants a crack at that baby bass? Send those Arashi 3s to TK for paint. Then I'll have even more. Chatterbaits and jigs. We can go back to some chatter pieces. It is the season for the chatterbaits. The only jigs I have are loose in a box. I'd have to like make some bundles. Go back to these eggs. All right, choice, top or bottom. You got the 1/2 ounce spring red or the 3/8 ounce thread fin on the bottom. Choice, start those for $5 for the chatter pieces. A bundle on your jigs. Yeah, I just don't. I'll probably do it next show. I'll see if I can pick out some quick, but they're kind of mix match. I don't want to waste everybody's time, me like making jig bundles either, but I'll take a look here in a second. Zach, top or bottom? Bottom. That sexy pink color. All right, so we got like this 3/8 ounce like green pumpkin shad color and that lava croc color there. Choice. on these hurricane bladed jigs. We'll another buyer's give you here in a couple minutes, since we were a little behind on the other one. Clint'smore, first purchase. Thank you, sir. Which one, top or bottom? Bottom. More bladed jigs. Let me see. Somebody's been asking for a jig bundle Rooski here. Let me see what I can. You got a big box of Rose here. Bunch strikings. More strikings. Let me see if I can make a jig. Any 1/8 ounce free rig tungsten? I do not. I have some 1/4 ounce for myself, but let's see here. There's one that's like kind of in a pack. Some extra skirts here. There's kind of a black and blue jig. There's kind of a black and blue jig. There's kind of a black and blue jig. There's a garbage frog that we can throw in the garbage. All right. There's like a black and blue jig with like a havoc chunk on it. Kind of an oaky craw jig. And then there's kind of a black and blue kind of freedom style jig there in the pack. I'll run all 3 of these for $2 in a jig bundle. 3 jigs, $2. Somebody asked for, do I prefer to fish the 1/2 or 3/4 ounce grass piece? I've only fished the 5/8. I think is the only one I've ever fished. 3 jigs, $2. Austin. Good pickup. Catch you later, David. We'll be on till about 7. Enjoy dinner. So the flex, well, maybe not. Maybe they were the 1/2 ounce. Some of the ones I got a while ago were like in other packaging, so maybe it was the 1/2 ounce. Let me see if I can make another jig bundle here on the fly. These look pretty similar. All right, looks like I got like 3 white swim jigs. A couple of them got swimmers on them, one of them doesn't, but they basically all look like that white swim jig. I'm not sure who makes these. Pearl white swim jigs, $2. 3 jigs for $2. If those are Guggen Swasti swimmers on those, I apologize. Derek, 3 swim jigs for $2. You can feed them to chain pickerel and pike for that kind of money. But it helps with the shipping anyways. The person that's asking for jig bundles bidding on the jigs. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. That thing is a freaking chonker. Oh. There, they're in some jigs. We got Normans, we got Lucky Crafts, we got Megabass, we got Spro. Dice? I got a pack of dice we can run. Actual dice. I've got the Koike style baits too that we can go back to at some point. We should run some of these OSP cranks. I got half price OSP cranks. So you do see a lot of unsalted dice on Whatnot, but you don't see that many salted weighted dice on Whatnot. So these are the OSPs. The color is like a pumpkin seed, but there's a Japanesey. These are the 14 millimeter salted dice. OSP retail, $20, all starting for $6. Any old Stanley jigs? Maybe $2 on the dice, Samax. Oh, TikTok's going to sleep here. Clint Moore, nice grab. Say Knox, what's going on? We do have more of the these little guys we can get back to. Let's run a choice on some OSP cranks. $25 OSP Blitz Max DRs. I'm gonna run the buyer give. Boy, let me get this buyer giveaway going first. No. Okay, it did not. It used up that other one. I swear I'm setting up multiple ones, and they keep only. So this is going to be people that kind of bought mid-show and buy in the next 5 minutes here. All right. So these are $25 crankbaits will basically start them at half price. Your choice of Ginrin or real bluegill. Ginrin or real bluegill. $25 OSP cranks, half price. Big fish, which one you want? Ginrin, top, bottom, real gill. 5-3 plumbing. What's up? Bottom. A real gill. Let's see. All right. We'll do it again here. Ginrin or blueback herring? Ginrin or blueback herring? Run those again. Choice, top or bottom. For those that somebody was asking for jig bundles, I'll try to get those jigs bundles set up for next show. Pawn shop tomorrow, Tom? Which one you want, big fish? Top. Ginrin. Do have 2 OSP cranks left if people want to see those. Otherwise, the buy 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. The buyer's giveaway. Should we do a? Let's do a pair. All right, 2-pack of the prickly pear 10 millimeter Koike Urchin style baits. You get a 2-pack. The top one is Hill Country Hologram. The bottom one is Bluebonnet Burst. You get your choice, top or bottom. And if you haven't got in, you'll be in for the buyer's giveaway that's coming up here in 2 minutes. Ooh, Zach, I thought you were going to get the steal. Doug, first time purchase. Which one you want, top or bottom? Choice. Nick is. Bottom. There you go. Nice grab. I will have some bigger ones in my next show. If you guys want the bigger urchins, just bookmark my next show. Click on my ugly, stupid face up here, and look at shows and bookmark the next show. Let's run maybe some. I haven't run bait. Let's get some cranks going here with a minute left here in this. Is a Fritz side. I'm gonna run this crank that I don't know what it is. Get out there. I'm not sure what this is. This could be a rare bait. It could be a blank. I don't know, but we're gonna run it for $2. This craw looking square bill dude. So if you know what it is, you might get a deal, or it's a $2 bait that you can crank around and get in the buyer's giveaway here. Nice pickup, Coda. You know what it is? 24 seconds on the buyer's giveaway. And you get one. Yeah, you can hop over and whatnot, and you can bid. 11 seconds on that. Get your chat is going wild for the Jude. Yeah, maybe I should have. All right, who's getting the recent buyer's giveaway here? Doug. Congratulations. We'll marry something up with what you bought. What other baits we got in here? Any square bill fans? Strike King. Got a hybrid hunter here. Why don't you get off blinding? It's like they're fornicating. Okay, 2. We'll bundle these here. Sexy Shad. 2.5 Sexy Shad Silent Square Bills. I would run them at 5, but let's just run them for 2. $1 a piece. Crush City Mayors, I don't, but I do have Crush City Mooches and Crush City. What's the bigger ones in the bigger sizes? Freeloaders, yes. I've got the bigger sizes of those. There you go. 2 for $5. Nice grab, Dave Jr. We'll do at least one more in-show buyers giveaway. I don't know if we're set up to. I tried to set it up to do one every 30 minutes, but we'll do one at 7 before we raid Baitman, if not. No, we'll just do it at the end because it keeps screwing it up. Stupid whatnot. Megabass? What kind of megabass you want? Topwaters? Crankbaits? Jerkbaits? I do have some Jackal. I'm a lipless. I've got a Jackal lipless crankbait. I did come across this little guy here. I believe this is the Megabass Knuckle FX that has an adjustable bill. I'm not sure if this bill is exactly how it's supposed to work. I've never seen one new. I'll just run this one for $2. Megabass Knuckle FX, you can see on the back there. Just because I'm not sure if that's supposed to work. And if you know, then you can bid on it accordingly. This is the FX with the adjustable bill. No 8-inch mag drafts. Jerks? Yeah, I got some jerk baits. Planks. We got some 110 juniors in open stock. I also have some full 110s in the box and some tough colors in the shop. You can click down there and you can look at them and you can pre-bid on those. Otherwise, we do have these open. Open stock. Here's the Trick Darter 80. I don't know this color. If somebody wants that bad boy right there. I think this is my last Trick Darter. We'll jump over to the 110 juniors if nobody wants this little guy. Save him for a different day. Oh, coming in hot. Jacob Wall for $12. Not the Jacob Wall and the BPT, are you? Thank you for sharing the show, Jacob. Appreciate it. And a reminder that 10% of all proceeds go to St. Jude's today, plus any tips. All right, here's a 110 junior. Looks like it was tied on one time. Otherwise in really good condition. Is this like maybe that Western clown color? I'm not exactly sure. It's definitely like a clown 110 junior. Thanks for holding down the chat over there, Clay. Tota. Nice grab. $47 people. All right. That looks like French Pearl to me. Yeah, Clay's hanging out in the YouTube chat. He's too afraid to come over to Whatnot. Does have a tiny bit of fluoro on there. It probably looked like it was casted a few times. 110 junior. And I think that's French Pearl, but I am not a Megabass expert. Ryan, nice pickup. I was doing choice before. Why am I not doing choice? All right. Let's do choice this time. Pretty sure that's matte shad on the top. And then I'm not sure what that color on the bottom is. Matte shad, top or bottom, choice. Did I run out of these? Huh. Thought I'd entered enough of these. All right, we're going to call an audible here for these last two. One moment here. All right. Let's create a temporary. You're going to get both these. Matte shad and whatever that color is down there. Yeah, St. Jude is awesome. So we're going to run these, both of them together. Matte shad and whatever the bottom one is together. Oh, we like these colors. One of these colors must be good, Sean. First time purchase. Nice pickup. Plus, we just made $4 from St. Jude, so let's go. Silent? I don't think either one of these are silents. Not silent. Not silent. Great there on Lake Chickamauga. The little guy for the big bass, huh? TKS, is that the color? Or thanks. All right, we wiped that out. We got a couple more baits in this box here. Anybody like the Ima Vibes? Lipless? These are like a $15 lipless crank here. Running for $5 if anybody's interested. Ima Vibe, lipless. Smoking deal for Ryan P. We're gonna run this Jackal TN Shad here in a second. Number 3. You got a nice little box going, Ryan. All right. I think this is like a TN80, maybe? The Jackal. I think these are like, what, 12, 13, 14, 15 something buck lipless crankbaits. People like dredging these around. They get down on the bottom and root around really well. But we had to empty this box out. It was bothering me. $5 for the Jackal TN Shad? Woo. I probably still would have kept it for $7. But you got a deal, Lil House. Congrats. What's the retail on those? Those are a damn good lipless. Gunnersville, Lake Bassin, thanks for sharing the show. Ooh. Another buyer or another final buyer's government coming up here right at like 7 o'clock before we raid the bait man. Any other requests? Any? I think there might be a pre-bid or two. Let's see if there's any pre-bids. Let's go back to the Evo Mini Maxes. Here's one of the Arashi I had. I think it's the same one I have, but it's new in the package. Nobody asked for any frogs today. I don't have that many bill. All right. Your choice of 3/8 or 1/2 ounce lava craw. Choice, top or bottom, 3/8. I guess 3/8 or 1/2 ounce. The 3/8 is the top, 1/2 ounce is the bottom. What's up, Tom Mix? Trick dart. We sold the trick darters. We had some. We sold like 3 or 4 or 5 of them. Yeah. All right. I can run those blitzes again. Tom, 3/8 or 1/2? Mm-mm-mm. 3/8. Right there. All right. Somebody said run the blitz maxes. All right. Got 2 left. So all right, both of these. So the one here is the Blitz EXDR in natural chartreuse back real gill. So it's got like that chartreuse back on it, but then at a natural. Or the Blitz Max DR in bluegill herring. So top or bottom on the $25 OSPs. What's up, Dr. Jessels? Yeah, get some requests, get some pre-bids in. You can follow Dr. Jessels. You can click on his stupid, dumb face down there and follow his next show. He's got some good stuff, too. 413 Kayak, getting the deal. Which one, top or bottom? That gill or that blueback herring? The nice gill. No, don't have any depths tonight. Had depths in the past, not tonight. I do have these 110 in the frozen shad set as a bundle in the shop. If that doesn't work for people and they'd rather have them separate, we can. You want me to run that other one? All right, where'd it go? All right. Blitz Max DR in blueback heron, half price crank. No Megabass, or I don't know what is ORC a color or a bait? The last of the OSPs. But if somebody would really want me to run those frozen shads, we can run those separate, I guess. Run. Do a choice on some plastics here. All right. Choice. Either these 6.5-inch Nico straight Daiwa worms or these 5.2-inch drift rides in stealth metal shad. Do a choice on these. Choice, top or bottom, $5 start on the JDM plastics. Yeah, run. Small wakes. I'd have to look through the which ones you want. Kayak fishing. Small wake baits. The Daiwa worms. Somebody run. All right. A couple of half-ounce hags here. Lava craw, or whatever they call theirs. They call theirs spring red or threadfin. I would call it fire craw or like cold shad if I was talking Z-Man colors. No Shimano flash. I don't think so. I've sold some Shimano flash boosts. I don't think I have any now. Somebody to ask for some wakes. Which one you want, Ryan? Top or bottom? Top. We're going to be slinging that real soon around the house when that ice comes off. They'll be chewing the orange off that blade. Those 110s as a set? Talking about, or they should be listed if you want to pre-bid. If you want to pre-bid on them, I can run any of the ones that you want to pre-bid on. If you're talking about the ones in the package. Just pre-bid on them and I'll run them. Do have some dark sleepers. I do have these Megabass walk-in baits. What do they call these? The Dog X, maybe? If anybody's interested in those, we could run those. Otherwise, we got the throw box. We got some loose frogs laying around. Some Lucky Crafts. I need to like rush through some of these boxes and stuff that I got. I've got so much loot stuff. Anybody want any? Cody, what about like big Strike King cicadas? No cicadas. All right. Make some deals. Red eye shads, 3/4 ounce, kind of that like perch bluegill color. Let's run 3 of these for $5. All 3 of these, $5. 3/4 ounce red eye shad. Tis the season. That $2 a piece, almost $2 a piece. Derek, nice pickup. Small wake, somebody asked for. These kind of look like wakes. These little Strike Kings? Those seem very wakeish. That is pretty much the definition of small wakes. Who's asking about the small wakes? Guessing they're like little Strike King series somethings. What if I ran all 5 of these little Strike King wakes for $5? So you're gonna get a little root beer guy, kind of like that little green gizzard shad guy, little chartreuse blue, sexy shad, and kind of a citrus shad. 5 little Strike King wakes for just over $1 a piece. Actually, I can just put those in the bag with your other bag because you just won 2 auctions in a row. Got a bunch more Strike King plugs in here. What is this guy? I don't know what that is. Teckle or Megabass frogs? The only frogs I got right now, well, I don't have either one of those. Well, we have Pad Crasher frog. We've got some Hag Outlier frogs, which are kind of a cool, fun frog with little kicking legs. They're like hollow body with kicking legs, like little rage legs. We've got some open stock frogs. We've got I think that's a launch frog, scum frog launch frog. I got this fun little dude. Got a couple open box Booyah Pad Crashers. And I can't remember if I think these are the Picasso versions. I don't think these are live target. I think these are the Picasso like shad walkers. Fritzside 5. I think I do have some Fritzside 5. I just have to find it. Which box? Found the Fritzside 5. I have 2 Fritzsides. We got that one, which I think is the Fritzside 7. And a Fritzside 5 in Loam Ranger. I think those are the Shadwalkers. You want me to run those Shadwalkers? Here's a Fritzside. All right, I can run those Shadwalkers. There you go, Willhouse. Were you the one that asked for the which frogs? All of them? Be more specific, please. Person that asked for the Frittside 5 did not bid on the Frittside 5. All of the frogs. But all of the frogs. We're a little ways away from. There you go, Clay. All right. 30 minutes? Well, we're going to go a little longer then. No problem. I guess I should probably run this thing too. For the person that bid on the other OSPs. I don't know if this is the OSP KO or just an OSP color I don't know about. Eating hibachi with the fam. Making me hungry. Frogs. Kayak guy, are you still here? That bought the OSPs? Because we could probably run this too. I'm not sure if this is an OSP or if it's the KO. Let's just run this right here. It's a cool looking bait. It's definitely OSP-ish, but I don't know if it's an actual OSP or a KO. But it's pretty sick. And for $5, the risk is low. And if you're in pikey waters, throw that one first. Nice grab. Yep, shadwalkers. I just had that one right in front of my face. I wanted to just grab it while I was in that box. Shadwalker, shadwalker, shadwalker. You want them separate or the bundle? Yeah, lots of pike in Michigan. Should we just run these 2 for $1 monies? Bundles of the shadwalkers. They still make these? All right. 2 for $5. That fair for a bundle? They were probably, what, $13 a piece new, if they even make these anymore? It's a good deal. 2 for $7. All right. I'm going to run a followers givey just for because my buyer givvies didn't get set up correctly. So we'll just run another followers givey, but we will do another final buyers giveaway. My plan was to run one every 30 minutes. I swear I hit multiple on all those and it just didn't take. Whatnot does not always work as well as you want it to. Check out the shop pre-bids. We're going for about 40 more minutes here. Yeah, maybe it was, but probably not. This isn't the doctor's show. Let's run these 2 pad crashers, 2 for $5. Doctor, if you ever buy anything, I'll send you these pulse worms right here in blue fleck. Or if you would have told me you were going to the show, I would have brought them to the Intune Marine. Did you go to the Northwest show, Doctor? Zach, nice pickup on the frogs. Too far? Too scared of the city? Were you worried about the protesters? I know, I sat in that boat. More dice? I don't have any dice. I have the Urchins, but I do not have the I do not have oh, it's got all of it on there. How about a launch frog? Scum frog, launch frog. A lot of people like these. I have never thrown one. Zach with a launch frog. Urch. We still want more frogs, or are we done on the frogs? We moved to Urch, or do people want more frogs still? There was somebody who's like, run all the frogs. We could run the the choice on these. Haig's Outlier Frogs. We got the Shimmer Shad and the Bone Doctor. So the Shimmer Shad has got a black back, but it's got kind of a shad sparkly belly, and then this other one is just bone all the way around. Choice, top or bottom on Haig's Outlier Frogs. Choice, choice, choice. About 2 minutes left of the followers givey. 63 people in here, and only 19. No, that's not. There's only 34. That's how many things we've run. Tom, what can I do ya? Top or bottom? Top or bottom? Dark, bone, shimmer, bone. Yeah, we've got a few more Haig's chatterbaits. We've been running a few, but we got a few more. Tom, which one? Bottom. Bone Doctor. Good choice. Oh, that's not a Haig. All right. Half ounce in the fire craw, or their green pumpkin shad in like 3/8 ounce. Choice, top or bottom? Fire craw or kind of their green pumpkin shad. They call it green pumpkin, but it's definitely got some other stuff besides shad going on in there. Terry Mitt. Which one you want, top or bottom? What's up, Monster Buck? Top. Oh. More? All right. They got their threadfin shad, which I say is more like a cold shad, and then a fire craw. Top or bottom here. We'll run these again. We're running the followers giveaway. Captain Hunter 88. Congratulations. Say Dr. Jessels. Oh, you got sniped, bro. The doctor just got ninja'd. Which one you want, Robert? Top? Good pickup. Haig's half ounce. And what they call spring craw, I say fire craw. $5 on the Haig's fire craw half ounce. Captain Hunter taking advantage of that discounted shipping with his followers win. Man on a mission. What's going on? Oops, it says errors processing, Tom, on that one. On your bait. But you can get it figured out. Number 9. All right. Let's pick up Robert. Final Haig's of the night, right here. Last Haig's, half ounce fire craw. And still time to get, and also for those that just got in late, 10% of all proceeds, profits going to St. Jude today, plus any tips. There you go, Terry Mitt. Nice grab. Boom. Does somebody still want the urchins? Urchins? The 2-packs? People that wanted these still around? Let me know. I haven't seen any pre-bids on the The Megabass. Yes. Is there any other yeses on the Urchins? Sam. All right. We've got a choice. These are the 2-pack, 10 millimeter. The top here is Hill Country Hologram, and we haven't run this one tonight. Marafa Light. And if you guys haven't seen this version, I do have one open here in a different color. Right here. So these are the super stretchy Koike style, elastomer, durable. That's for the pair. That's for the 110 and the 110 plus one is 2. That's 2 for 48 on those frozens. If you want me to separate them, I can, but I was just trying something if somebody wanted a set of the 1 and plus 1. So your top one is the Mahafa and then the Hill Country Hologram. So we'll run these choice, low price, $7. Rex, what's going on, buddy? I did put 2 of those baits, those Frank's baits, on eBay. They did quite well, and we'll do more of those. So thanks, Rex. We've put some money to St. Jude on those baits you donated. Dave, which one you want? Bottom. So got more saved up too. So that's the other thing is, if you guys follow along on my channel, after the classic, I'll be doing another set of St. Jude auctions. We pretty much out of glide baits Ragoon. Do you guys want me to run this? The Mafra or Marfa? Let me know. Yeah, we got Hag's Outlier. We've got some Booyah. And that's about it. We ran through a bunch of frogs. All right. We'll run the Mafra 2-pack, 10 millimeter. This is all I got. I do have some bigger sizes coming in for my next show. So if you guys bookmark the next show, which will be after the classic. And if I find some cool shit down at the classic and get a deal, we can help share the wealth on that. Sam Axe in early on the Mafra. There you go, David. Nice pickup. The last of the Urchins today. These are the Brian, the 2 frogs that I got. Let's flip the wrong one. So I can run those if you want, but Hag's White Black. This is the Silver Shimmer. So it's a black back, but then it's kind of got a white, silver, purple glitter underbelly. I do not have any Bango lures. We got a lot of stuff, but Bango lures is not one of them. Does anybody want any lipless, any Spros, Megabass topwaters, square bills, Raplas, lots of Strike King cranks, lipless cranks, mixed sticks, deep diving, square bill, Strike King. Got some old Normans. Somebody was asking about. I don't have glide baits, but I got some of those Spro shads. Some kind of random baits in there. I do have these kind of. I don't know if there's any like Japanese like pink or white Hags chatterbaits. We are out of the Hags. We sold all of them. No cover crawfish. I do have these guys. These are like I looked them up, but I forgot. These are like super like interesting. I forgot who makes these like JDM cranks. I've been lazy about looking them up and listing them. Lots of Rapalas, DT6s, 10s, 16s, unique colors, reds, perches, fire tigers, unique craw colors. We got some bandit. There's a bandit in here. Bandit 100. We got some Spro Little Johns, Spro MDs, rock crawlers, mixed sticks, some weird jerkbait there. Some I forget what these are. These are the Ruku shads, a big fat papa. KVD 1.5s. We got lots of KVD 1.5s. Any particular colors you want in your KVD 1.5, or you want craws or shads or chartreuses or Scroll Little John Fat 50. All right. Run the whole tray. Yeah. Okay, the 1.5s are not in here. I got some Yozuris in here, though. Diamond Shad. I only have one Diamond Shad, the old Striking Diamond Shad. That's right. I don't have t-shirts on here, but I do have links on my social media, or Sam, if you send me a DM, we do have custom shirts for St. Jude that Dane did tattoo stuff, like art on, for largemouth and smallmouth with his own art on shirts. So we do have St. Jude shirts. Those are Lucky Craft 1.5. Okay. You said you wanted the fat 50? I think these are. I have the MDs and the Little Johns. I don't know that I have a fat Little John. You have a Bandit Mistake 200. There's a 6th Sense crank. Another box. I know I've got more than one box of strike in here. This one. Oh, there's a whole other box besides this one. All right, 1.5s. Did you ever say what kind of 1.5s you want? I think I had more than this. 1.5 and kind of like a crack blackback chartreuse. Not sure what that one is. Chartreuse and black. Gill color or white? That's the closest I got to a gill. You want that one? Otherwise, I could run a bundle. I'll run that KVD right there. $3. And clean it up too. Getting the totally awesome cleaner. Clean that gill colored 1.5 right up. There you go, Ryan. Run the chartreuse one next. I'll just run those to the bundle. Almost like a Lucky Craft style. These are both rattling 1.5s. I'll run those 2 for $3. Yeah, well, Baitman got me onto that cleaner. It's pretty legit at the dollar store. Ryan P., I put your last bait in a big bag because I thought you'd win the next one, and they'd all fit in there. See the future. Bird was throwing a swim jig and catching chasers when he saw him fish for it. Yeah, Bird won the BPT. Was pretty awesome today. Although your guy Dustin Cannell had some giants. Yeah, if you guys are looking for like a good bait cleaner, this non-sponsored here, you can get this stuff at the dollar store for like less than $2 a bottle. I think it was $1.50. Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Dollar General works pretty good. Hashtag not sponsored. Yeah, good stuff. All right, frogs. You said run the frog. So the only hags I got left in the glimmer. Cool little frog. This is definitely a frog I'm trying out this year. I bought some for myself. I use it mostly for cleaning baits, but you could probably use it for other stuff. Brian, there you go. We need to chat about that rod for auctions coming up, Brian, but we got time. A little bit of time. You want me to run the Booyah? Since these are what, $10 frogs? We'll start at half price here. Mr. Thiel. Thanks for donating the swim baits for the Shane Jude auctions. It's called La Totally Awesome. Zach, good pickup. The purple. All right. No, it's going to be after the classic. Classics this week. And any tips today will go to St. Jude's and 10% of all proceeds today. Try out the launch frog. All right. Any other pre-bids or requests? Am I missing any? Looks like I got one more Evo Mini Max in the Lava Craw, also known as Fire Craw, in the half-ounce Mini Max. This is by far, I think, the very best of the mini chatterbait offerings out there. Oh, we got restriction on. Okay. Ryan, nice pickup. Do you want the red one or the red one? Good, get the red one. All right, any other requests? Hey. Swim jigs? Nothing handy. I'll make some bundles of some swim jigs in my next show. They're loose, open jigs, and I can make bundles if you want to click on my profile face, wherever it is, and mark my next show. Man on a Mission says his buddy was throwing a fire red craw on a jig and smashing him in the grass. Okegama? What's up, Grumpy Bass? Let's see, what else? Rock Crawler fans? Ruku Shad fans? Bandit 200? And a mistake? Any red eye shots half ounce? I most certainly do. Let me look for them. See if anybody wants this bandit, so I just have it handy here. Brian, you've always wanted a mistake, haven't you, Brian? It's not an OG one, but half ounce red eye shots. You want shads? You want bluegills? You want red? Red or gill color? Let's run these as a pair. They're not exactly the same, but they're kind of similar bluegill looking colors. 2 for $5 on the red eye shad half ounce. Here you go, Ryan. Hurts a lot less if you lose them to a pike when they're $3.50 a piece. I got this little bit, got a little wear and tear, but that means it's probably a fish catcher. We'll run this one for $3. This red half ounce. We're gonna go till about 7:30 to raid the Baitman Baxter here, so we're extending our show just a little bit here. Add it to the. Any other requests? I got some big. It's a KVD jerkbait. Anybody a fan of the KVD 300s? It's got some hook grass on it. Got some little Yozuri cranks here. Little vibe. Little Yozuri diver. Cheap pike lipless. I do have I think this is a sexy spoon. I'm gonna have to do a show where I just run stuff. What about X-Wrap? I think I have an X-Wrap in a box over here. Anybody want an X-Wrap? Oh, this box. I am gonna probably go to the Prior Lake tackle thing on March 21st, and probably get rid of a few Dobbins rods there. This box is smashed here, but it's new in box. This is Hot Steel XR10 X-Wrap. New in the package, but the package is mauled X-Wrap. XR10. Let's grab David. Anybody fans of these little what are they, X-Pop? What do they call these X-Pops? What do they call it? Little wrap one. Little yellow perchy smallmouth killer. No Bango lure. I do not. I sold one a few shows ago, but nothing. I've not come across any lately. Looks like a chug plug. Got an older spook and a fire tiger. With the original head and zero spook silent. If anybody wants this oldie but a goodie. Aiden, out of nowhere comes Aiden. First time purchase. Thank you, Aiden. Chat is quiet tonight. Man, I cannot keep up with Man on a Mission and Clay over there chatting in YouTube. Is he coming up? Are you getting Clay to come up with us? We got a lot of big striking plugs. If people want 5XDs, 6XDs, 8XDs, that kind of stuff. Anybody want any of the Little Johns? Bandit 100 and a little root beer? Look at this little guy. Are we past rock crawler season already? Hags? The hags are all gone, Tom. Urchins? The urchins are all gone too. Mixed sticks? What about this big ass jerkbait? I feel like this is like the Megabass katana, but like a KO version. Big ass jerkbait for $5. Like, here it is compared to a 110. Just beefy. Mixed stick? Oh, you got that. I didn't think it was going. Dakota says, for $5, I'll give her a whirl. Tactical minnows. You have to DM me if you want, Ryan. I can see if I got what I got. I know that they nothing handy. I do have some sitting right in front of me, actually. Now that you mention it. You mean the sneaky good Chatterbait trailer that is the... These are the little guys here. These would be saucy on the Minimax. These little guys? Mixed stick, anybody? Why is chat so quiet tonight? Can I give you a call later? Yeah, shoot me a message, Tom. I don't know if I have your... send me a DM on Instagram. I don't know if... Or do you have my phone? Just send me a DM. How about a Dog X Megabass? Anybody fans of these? About a dark sleeper. 3/4 ounce. And ghost shrimp. Dark sleeper Megabass ghost shrimp. Yeah. I was surprised how cheap that bow stick went. Derek Gray. We will have a bigger buyer's giveaway coming up in a little bit. Gotta be something you guys want. We do like a spinnerbait bundle. You got any spinnerbait fans? Some loose spinnerbaits in here. Spinnerbaits look similar. Yeah, I can have some more dark sleepers. See? Give me something to work on. I can glides. We sold all our glides. Let's see here. Here's another 3/4 ounce dark sleeper. It's not in the full package, but it's got the clamshell here. So 3/4 ounce. I don't know what the exact color is that is, but spinnerbait bundles. All right, I can. Oh, nice grab, Jimmer. Right, here's like a couple bluegill or I guess one's double willow, one's tandem combination blades there. I can just chuck these stupid things. It's garbage. Two spinnerbaits, $3. Nice grab, Zach. Spinnerbait's not dead. See what else we got here. Did you have this like kind of vintage old lunker lure? Buzzbait? It's kind of cool. This is like, I think, one of those KVD, tucks and tails, I think? Probably like a 1/2 ounce. We'll marry it up with that head. Those together for $3. You swipe to the next show instead of bid. Happens to the best of us. Oh, I didn't actually hit run. I have not. Oh, what happened here? Did these? No, these did not run, right? But I got mine right here, the bow stick. But I will throw this one. I kept this one. All right, let's again try to run these two spinnerbaits for $3. Bow hunter. There you go, bow hunter. Thanks for the first purchase. I think one of them's got a free bonus trailer hook on there too. All right, then we got two more here. Looks like a whitehead tandem or double willow with an aftermarket black skirt, then kind of like a golden shiner bluegill double gold willow. $3. Last of the spinnerbaits. They look like 1/4 or maybe 3/8 ounce spinnerbaits. Here you go, Ryan. You didn't swipe off the show this time. Congratulations. I'm starting to get hungry. Sounds like Mrs. HellaBass might actually be making dinner right now, so there is that. All right. I've got a couple. Number 4 Mosquito Light. 2 packs. Number 4 Mosquito Light, if anybody likes these. I did try the Archburger. It's expensive. It's decent. It's like a double quarter pounder with little extra. It's been all right. 2 packs, number 4 Mosquito Light for us finesse drop shotters. Am I lagging? Yeah, Clay, come up. Let's eat pike. We'll do a catch and cook. There you go, David. Owner hooks for $2.50 a pack. Can't complain about that. We'll be hanging out in the B-Man show, packing up all these orders. All right. Any other requests? Let's check the pre-bids. I see no pre-bids. So some of these stuff we got in the shop. We've got this Phantom GLX Phantom Minnow Tackle Warehouse 110. We got this semi tough to get JDM. Was it GPQ? That's in the shop. This Pop Max GLX Secret Flasher. Let's try this thing here. Brian, frog-like walking bait. Interesting bait. I'm not sure who exactly makes this one. See if anybody wants this walking bait, frog style, weedless spook style bait. If not, save it. We'll find its proper home in the future if nobody wants it tonight. It's okay. It's okay. Do some thing. I'm not sure if these are. They kind of look like Strike King, but they also kind of look like little XPS cranks, little Bass Pro cranks. But two sexy shad, like Series 1 type crankbaits. Two crankbaits, one money. Two crankbaits, $3. Somebody that's already got their shipping. Get two of these nice little crankbaits for $3. There you go, DJ. Taking a short ride up to, I think you're up in what, St. Michael, Albertville, if I remember shipping correctly. What else we got? Who's this guy? And it looks like a, oh, it says it on the bottom. Stacey 90, Lucky Craft. Any Lucky Craft jerkbait fans out there? Got some pointers. Got some of these Jackal muscle crankbaits, which are no longer made, like most baits. Most good baits that Jackal comes out with, they discontinue them. About a splatterback Lucky Craft 1.5 with one eye. Pretty sure that's a Lucky Craft. Unless it's a, maybe it's a. No Lucky Craft 2.5 DDs that I'm aware of. Let's try this little square bill here. I think that's a Lucky Craft. Be a newer one though, not an older one. Let's try this one for $3 then. Missed the show. Were you out fishing with that Devin again? Not today. Were you out on the river or on a lake? We got about 10-15 minutes left in this show. Oh, let me check the pre-bid, see if anybody's pre-bidding on anything. Yeah, well, I figure when I come back from the classic. All right. Here's a couple. These are definitely almost certainly the newer Lucky Crafts. The lake wasn't. You didn't catch 26 pounds today, JJ? Two bundle. Both of these together, $5. Lucky Craft 1.5s. Silence. Deal. There you go. Nice grab. MLF 26. These crowds are sick. You're just missing out, Clay. You could be here where all the cool kids are. Anything you're looking for, JJ? Jerkbaits, Stasies, pointers, lipless, square bills, big cranks, little cranks, Rapalas. These things are bothering me. I'm showing these things. I'm tired of looking at these things. Whatever these things are. Like a little bundle here. These are, I'm not sure. I think these are, somebody told me what these are. They have like little scatter wraps. They're Raplas. They're like X-shads or something like that. I'm not sure. Does anybody know what these are? Rapla guys, experts. Let's run both of these for $5. Come on. I just want them to go away. 2 Raplas for $5. There you go, Brian. Thank you for the purchase. Somebody peek. Brian, can you see if Baxter's running yet? Let's take a peek. Yeah, you got ninja'd, bro. He did? He started? All right. Let's get the final buyer givey going for the, and then we'll run a couple auctions in case anybody wants to get in that givey. If you've been in, Evo Minimax, it's be a good chance to get in on something here. If you want to get in the final giveaway, Fire Craw, also known as Lava Craw, Evo Minimax. Gibby Goblins. The Gibby Goblin has been blocked on my channel. Nice grab, Zach. So it won't be the Gibby Goblin. It could be a different goblin. But and if somebody enters into the forum and wins, they get blocked and they don't get anything. And I'll take the ding on my account. I don't think it's fair to the buyers to have people lurking in there, stealing from people that actually legitimately got in Let's run this little, pretty sure this is the Rapala Rip and Wrap and bluegill. We'll run some low starts here for anybody that wants just to get in the giveaway at the end here. Oh, we got some fans of this bait. There you go, Brian. Just remember, 10% of proceeds go to St. Jude. Any tips go to St. Jude tonight. What's up, Carol? Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. What other baits? Let's got a lot of DTs, but nobody said they were interested in the DTs. Run this thing for $2. It's like a flicker shad looking thing, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. I feel like it might be a flicker shad, but I don't know. Jimmer. Good grab. That is a cool looking gill pattern. Stick around, we'll raid the Baxter. I mean, if anybody is looking for 10XDs and stuff like that, I got the plug on these bad boys. Smaller Stray King baits. Got a 3XD. Bought 2 3XDs for $5. Kind of a chili craw and kind of like a green gizzard. 2 3XDs, $5. Coda. Nice grab. See if we can get a couple more run here in the last 90 seconds before the buyer's giveaway. Couple of 5XDs. Kind of a red ear bluegill barfish, and then kind of a, I don't know, like a blueback herring or a blue gizzard. 2 5XDs for $5. Ooh, a little snipey. Nice pickup, Jim. Oh, man. We're gonna get one more in. Last chance, crankbait, $3. The Strike King. This will be the final one of the show here. I think it's a 5XD. Final auction of the show. TK Marauders yet? Yeah, I can show them off here in a second. Jimmer, I'll throw this in this bag here. Final winner is Jimmer. Putting in the overtime, we'll get you some more cranks. You got a lot of cranks tonight. We'll throw some bonus cranks in there. Yeah, let me show off that Marauder before we these guys, these hand carved Big M balsa crankbaits, painted up by TK Stanley. Hey, I just saw a tip come through. Who's that from? I saw it and it went away. Thanks for the tip. Like I saw it flash on my screen and then go away. Ryan, thank you for the $10 tip to St. Jude. Yeah, so TK Stanley Tacklecraft painted these up. These are basically silent balsa rock crawler / wiggleworts, but kind of cool. Not running these. So, but let's raid bait, man. Tell them Hella sent you. And thanks, everybody. Bookmark my next show, please. I'll be down at the Classic next week. And I'm also trying to get to 10,000 on TikTok. So if any of you guys have a TikTok account, go look up HellaBass on TikTok. Give me a follow. I'm so close to 10,000. It would be awesome. Be much appreciated. Now let's send you to the bait man, and then I'll be packing up and hanging out in the chat. Thank you, Caro.